my channel. I hope you are all well. As you would have seen, just made my oats, so I'm about to eat them. But thought I would just film a couple days of my life. It was meant to be a weekly vlog, if I'm honest, but I just thought doing the 2 days would be better for me this week. So that's what we're going to do. We've got a food shop this lunchtime, and I'm also going to be making shortbread, and I'm trying to make a new recipe, like an arrabbiata recipe, so I'm going to trial that out tonight, and if it's nice I will film it at another point. And tomorrow I've got a 6-kilometre run. That'll be the furthest I've ever ran without stopping, so I'm nervous. I was meant to do it yesterday, but I didn't end up doing it because I was just too nervous, so I just did the 4.5k just to get confidence, like, Leanne, you can run. But yeah, I'm just about to start work, but I thought I would check in before I start and say good morning. I am just writing website copy today. I feel like in marketing people never quite understand what you do, which I always find quite funny. Especially in my work, because my company's quite varied, I guess you'd say. Yeah, it's got like different components to it. So there's a lot of different things I do, and then there's different marketing things I do as well. But today is going to be full of, I think I've got 2 calls which will take about 3 hours of my day, and then the rest of that is just going to be the website copy. So yeah, I will check in with you when there's something to show, because as I always say, this is the reality of a 9 to 5, you know. Most people who post on here, it is their job, but this is my job, so I'm gonna get on and go start work. Whoa, my arm, can you see it? I've done my food shop, so you know what time it is. It's time to unbox the groceries. The reason I do my food shopping in Sainsbury's is because where I live there is no other option. I get like deliveries sometimes, but in terms of like going to a shop, all I have is Sainsbury's and Waitrose, so that's why I shop at Sainsbury's. But I spent, it was a bit more of a pricey one today. I spent £42.14. I don't usually pay that much that often, but it's one of those weeks where a lot of things have just run out, and I've got a few treats that might be as well. Right, so let's get started on the unboxing. Let me bring you a bit closer, get more of a close up. So we have got, I've never had these, gluten-free or not gluten-free, flatbreads. There's 3 in a pack. I'm doing it for 2 people, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, these are from Shar. Shar is quite a good brand with, I feel like Shar are the ones with like bread stuff that they actually get a lot of different like paninis and stuff like that. So if you are like newly gluten free, do check Shar out. The bread isn't as good. For bread I'd go Warburton's. So that's those. Then just some tampons. Nothing exciting there. Then we've got, I'm usually a little gem lettuce kind of gal. It's the lettuce I like. This is like round lettuce. I just don't really like iceberg anymore, and this looks, I like it when it is a bit leafy, so I hope that's alright. 3 bananas for my oats. You know, I'm an oats kind of gal. Then I got 2 soya milk. I was doing like a bit of research on it, and I don't even know if I'm meant to have soy milk that much for someone with underactive thyroid, but my doctors haven't said anything, so fingers crossed. Then we've got 2 peppers. I've got some What the Cluck chicken. I've not had this in ages because, if I'm honest, it's quite expensive. But it costs like £3.50 for a pack. But it's like 16 grams of protein, and it's just like, it's really good chicken. It's for the flatbreads, so I thought it'd be nice to go in flatbreads. And then I got 2 things of tofu. I like the cauldron one. I feel like you get more bang for your buck. And I got a courgette, a carrot, and some mature cheddar. Right, now I'll put that away and then we'll go on to the other bag. See you in a sec. It really isn't a food shop without me forgetting something. I always forget something. I forgot to get rice cakes and peanut butter. I'm not like run out, but I need them. I'm like very near to running out, so I'll just pick them up tomorrow or something. So we've got 2 lots of fruits and then broccoli. If you know, you know. Corn flour. This lasts bloody ages, corn flour. It really does, and I use it a lot. It's a very good thing for like tofu. And you can actually make gluten-free Yorkshire puddings with corn flour as being one of the ingredients. Some grapes. I'm loving grapes at the moment. Mixed nuts. Gluten-free oats. Some I can't believe it's not butter. There is a lot more butter nowadays that isn't actually butter. Random observation. 2 lots of chocolate because I just keep wanting chocolate. So I thought, you know what, I'll just get more. Now, Shannon, if you're watching, this is your fault. She showed me she was eating one of these the other day and I have not had them in so long. Obviously they're vegan as well, but I'm not vegan anymore, but they're gluten-free. Because obviously I'm gluten-free. But yeah, if you haven't had these, they taste like exactly like a cornetto, from my memory anyway. I will never know otherwise. And I got a very tiny Coke Zero, because I feel like so many people I know love Coke Zero. So many people, meaning Chloe and Taylor, but I feel like people just tend to always like have a Coke Zero and they always have a little cheap Coke Zero. So you know what, I'll get a mini one. Because if you didn't know, I'm not a big fizzy drink person. I like Fanta, but I don't like crave them like other people do. So I thought I'd just try it, because I don't even know if I've intentionally had one before. I must have had a Coke Zero before. I definitely had Coke before, shouldn't I? Anyway, nothing around there. Potatoes. One thing I would recommend if like you're ever trying to save money is potatoes and rice. And you can make so many different meals with them, but like that carb is just very cheap. Yeah, just a thought. But I'm going to pack this all away quickly because I have another call after lunch. I don't like calls after lunch. I was meant to take my lunch earlier, but I was on another call. Anyone who has loads of calls in their job, I don't know how you do it. I have like 2 a day and I'm like, oh my god. Like I have an okay amount of calls, but I feel like it like ebbs and flows. I have loads or none. Anyway. I am, quite frankly, talking rubbish now. So I will stop speaking. And quickly pack this all away and get back to work. I've done my classic thing of not timing things properly, so my shortbread's ready to be, the butter is ready for the butter to be added, but I'm cooking at the same time. So I've been cooking the chicken pieces, the classic plant pioneers, and I'm actually just going to sprinkle a bit of oregano, a tiny bit of chili flakes because we're already adding those later, and then just some pepper. Let that season, I'm going to say around 2 minutes, just to get all the flavours. Hello, I got very overwhelmed doing 2 things at once, so I stopped filming. I've got the tomato pasta in the pan. I took the chicken out, put all onion and pepper and everything in it, and oregano and chili flakes. That is cooking off. The pasta is cooking. The shortbread is what stressed me out, but it's now in the oven. Not using that recipe ever again. It's like a bee-free one, but it's stressed me out. You know, it really stressed me out. But I'm actually just going to go and cook rather than stress about filming as well. But I'll show you the end result. I don't know if you've got anything. There was a little mark on the camera. Yikes. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done, but I'm just getting too stressed. So, reality of a girl anxiety.
Like, I mean, I have a home account and I feel like I haven't really had like loads to document on there because...
Hello, good morning, happy Friday. I am just nearing the end of getting ready for my run, so I thought I would check in before I go, before I am going to be running 6k, which is a lot for me, you know, it is a lot, but I'm just about to put my rose oil in my hair. This has literally, obviously I don't have a more of a unique case because of my thyroid. I definitely lost hair, I think, but I've got so many like little, and I asked my hairdresser months ago and she said she doesn't think it's breakage because none of this is bleached anymore. I've got so many hairs growing like at the front. I mean, I'm not complaining. The bits where I want it to grow is there, and it's started, which I'm happy about. So I just like squeeze along the scalp. I squeeze it quite lightly. Then I go in with one of these. I bought it years ago from like, I think it was from Shein. I think you can get them in a lot of places. I'm really struggling to get out of bed recently. So I am running a tiny bit late, not like too late, but I prefer to give myself like more time in the morning so that I'm not rushing. I don't feel like I'm just going straight into work without breath. Just the reality of mental health sometimes, you know. It's just, I have been struggling. By the way, this outfit that I'm like wearing all the time on my runs, I do wash it. I kind of like run at the beginning of the week and then run at the end, so like it has time to dry. And I really like running in shorts. I didn't think I would, but it's so much cooler and I get really hot, so yeah, would recommend My Protein shorts on Active Bra. I do want to try it on as other shorts. I just got My Protein, if I'm honest, because it was cheap and I couldn't really afford the honest stuff. This I got like, I think it was in a sale end of last year, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you're like starting out in fitness, don't expect yourself to have loads of, you know, nice outfits and everything. I gradually build it and then I like sell old stuff. I'm still trying to get a happy medium with these, like whether to absolutely soil myself in this oil or do it lightly. I'm doing it lightly today. I go in with like a normal elastic first and then a scrunchie. Do you know what? Speaking to you is distracting me from my run, which is good. I don't know why I'm so much more nervous. I'm just a nervous person, really. I'm a nervous wreck at the moment. But yeah, I don't know just why I get so nervous for them, because like, it's not like I'm doing an extra like 10k, or do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going up a kilometre. Like, I know I can do that, but being nervous is normal, isn't it? I'm actually like nearly out of this Rosemary thing. I got it for Christmas though. I can't remember when I actually started using it, but I would recommend it. I've always seen it on TikTok. I think the girl went on Dragon's Den and then got like rejected, and then Stephen Bartlett's like now interested again. Classic Stephen Bartlett. But yeah, she seems to be doing really well for herself, and I mean, I really like the product, so she's clearly done a lot of research into what works. And I like their new packaging as well. This is the one I've got, but they've got like new branding, which I think people were getting a bit annoyed at first, but I think it was a very good move from a branding perspective. For like doing my bronze this way, by like twisting my hair first, really helps keeping it in place. She says when the hair then comes. I just wanna go. I'm just gonna try shut out the world on this run. I was on my run the other day. Just a bit of reality for you all. Is that alright? I think that's alright. I like really didn't want to go. I was like, no, Leanne, go. Yeah, I literally couldn't be bothered for the run. Like, basically the whole run. Up until I got to like the last kilometre, I really couldn't be bothered. And I was like waiting for that, and it wasn't coming. So yeah, not every run, not every workout are you going to get the feeling that you usually do. I got it eventually, but I think it was because a good song came on, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna have to change my route a bit. I quite like my 5k route. I'm gonna have to add an extra kilometre. Should be fine, What time is it? I need to go like ASAP. We're currently around 2k in, and I'm really struggling with the pacing, but we move. I'll get used to it, and it's feeling okay so far, but my it's telling me to slow down. We're about 4.33 in, and I'm finding it hard, but getting it done. So just a reminder of people running at the same time as you to not then copy how quickly they're running, because you're on your own plan. So you need to go at the speeds set for you. I feel like I always end up wanting to like mimic the speed or speed to the music, but in order to get better, let's do this plan. 5k done, and I don't know if I've planned my route wrong, but the chance I'm going to end up doing a loop, I'm not sure yet. I'm currently running for the sake of half an hour stopping. Firstly, can we appreciate these guys? But secondly, I did it. And the last kilometre felt like, don't get me wrong, I was in Struggle City a lot of it, but like, it didn't feel too bad. I feel like I could feel myself improving mentally and physically, and it's a nice feeling. Now I've got to go and shower. Hello, it is now lunchtime, and I'm actually just heading out as I need to post a Vinted parcel and pick up my meds and buy rice cakes and peanut butter. So just thought I'd check in. It's been a relatively busy morning of work, but not complaining. I like working on website bits, so it's fine. And it is so sunny outside. I'm in my little go-to black dress. This is from ASOS. And yeah, off I go to town. I feel like I've got my general like shopping under control, but why did I just buy? Why have I got that? I got rice cakes, peanut butter, and I thought I'd try this. I feel like maybe it's Fanta-y, and I love a Fanta. Honestly though, that was like £6, but I dropped off a Vinted parcel where I made £10, so girl math it, I'm still £4 up, you know, and I've now got Percy Pigs and a nice little Fanta, so I'm not complaining. Look how nice and blue the sky is. I'm really soaking this up because it's going to be rainy next week, so if it's sunny when you're watching this, it probably isn't. Go on a walk. I can't believe I'm filming outside right now. Am I shooting it and putting the camera a bit lower so people can't see as much? Yes, but I think this is progress, guys, if I do say so myself. You know what though, I feel like I've just discovered the hack. Is when you're filming, don't look at anywhere else. Because as soon as I look up and see a car like looking at me, or someone looking at me on the street, then I'll start panicking. Like I just did now, but I reckon this is progress. Maybe one day we'll get the camera out in public, but for now, baby steps, and as an actress girl, I'm doing myself proud. But I'm just gonna go now, get back to work, get into a website whole editing for the rest of the day, and then see Ryan in the evening. We've got a date night tomorrow, which I'm very much looking forward to. We haven't had one in a while. Well, last month, but still. And then I'm trying flatbreads on Sunday, which should be interesting. Yeah, that's all I've got to report for now.